a permanent resident or a citizen of UAE to be able to buy in anywhere in UAE.
Okay.
So you can be a foreign resident, foreigner. Draw on your equity in your current property. Yep, and then you can use that to invest in Dubai if the numbers stack up for you. Okay, some of the very good projects, waterfront projects, can get you up to 20 to 25% return in Dubai.
Hi everyone, my name's Monique and you're watching Unmute. We are here today at Bright Realty International in Bella Vista, and I'm joined by Vish, who is the principal of Bright Realty International. And I'm very excited about this podcast today because I myself would love to know more about why Dubai, why property in Dubai. So this is the man that can answer all of our questions.
Yep.
So let's get straight into it. So
Thanks,
why Dubai?
Okay, thanks for having me first of all. Yes, why Dubai? That's a question which gets asked a lot. Okay, Dubai is a city of future. Okay, you must be hearing a lot about Dubai on social media and also in the news and all over the other media platforms. Dubai has got this reason that why everybody wants to invest in Dubai. Okay, there is 0% income tax in Dubai. There's no capital gains tax. There's no property tax. There's no land tax. Okay, whatever you earn by either selling a property there, buying a property, and then getting a rental income, you keep it in Dubai. Okay, so caveat if you're a tax resident of Dubai. Okay, and at the same time, there are really good rental yields in Dubai. So you can get up to 8 to 10% rental yield per year on a long-term rental and up to like 15% on short-term rentals. Dubai property market is growing at a rapid pace, and investors have seen over the last couple of years the growth of up to 20%, okay, year on year in terms of capital appreciation. Dubai being the safest, one of the safest cities in the world, okay, is strategically located right bang in the middle. Okay, you can easily transit and you can easily reach any of the major destinations such as US, Europe, UK, India, Pakistan, and other Southeast Asian countries, including China. So it's becoming more like a logistics hub. A lot of investors are investing, and such as a lot of millionaires are moving in there. Mm-hmm. So these are all your reasons that why you should be investing in Dubai.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that sounds primarily like a few good reasons. So I've worked on some questions that I guess I'd like to kind of delve into a little bit deeper with you. So I'm curious, can anyone buy in Dubai? Do you have to live there? What's the go with that?
Yes, so anyone who holds a passport, okay, and has got money can buy in Dubai. You don't need to be a resident or a permanent resident or a citizen of UAE to be able to buy in anywhere in UAE.
Okay.
So you can be a foreign resident, foreigner, and you can easily buy a property in Dubai.
Okay, interesting. Well, that sounds like fairly easy access in that case then. How much would I need to get started, say, for example, if I wanted to go in?
So I would say an entry ticket in Dubai, okay, the price starts from 240,000 Australian, in which you can get a studio, okay, and that would give you a yearly rental of around 20 to 25,000, okay, Australian.
Yeah.
So which is basically around 9 to 10% rental yield.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yep. But then again, depending upon what your goals are, what your needs are, okay, why you want to invest, depending upon your needs and goals, we can suggest different options in Dubai or in neighboring Emirates. So there is no limit as such how much you can invest. Obviously, the more you invest, the more returns you would be expecting.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Well, there's some pretty interesting returns.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what would are there some better areas that you would consider as a first-time investor over others, or what does that look like?
So I would recommend the first-time investors to consider Dubai. Okay. Dubai being the safest emirate, because there are other emirates where you can buy in UAE, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, Al Quwain, but Dubai is one of the emirates which has proven itself. Okay, and Dubai, everybody knows about Dubai. So if you're a first-time investor with a decent budget, I would go for some of the exclusive locations within Dubai, very close to the public transport or upcoming infrastructure, because upcoming infrastructure and public transport always bring in demand and also the capital growth.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I mean, that's generally one of the fundamentals of investing. So in general, but that's good to know. And I guess, one of the big questions when in investing, I mean, I've heard a lot about, leasehold and holding on to it, or leasehold for 100 years.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about, is that the case?
Okay, that's not the case. Okay, whatever you buy in Dubai, okay, it's freehold. Basically, you have got ownership rights. Yeah. Okay, so that used to be the case probably around 15, 20 years ago. Everything was leasehold. Okay. Now, Dubai government, UAE government have released the new developments as freeholds. Right. So basically, what you buy, you own it. You got ownership rights.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it has changed.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's actually really appealing as well. That's good to know. Thank you for that. What else? So I guess, getting into a property, what are some of the costs?
Yep.
Is it like buying property in Australia? Is it similar to that? Or what can we expect?
Yeah. So buying property in Dubai is much more simpler than buying in here. The only cost which is associated with buying a property is your DLD fees, which is 4%, which you need to pay extra on top of your purchase price, because that's basically like a stamp duty here. Okay. Right. And then you would be having some little administration cost, around a couple of 1,000 dirhams, which would be charged by the developer to facilitate the transaction. Okay. I would highly recommend you seeking independent legal advice to get the contracts reviewed. And any solicitors in Australia can give you that advice on your contract, and that means you would be paying your independent legal advisor on your transaction. However, there are no other costs involved in terms of buying in Dubai other than what I've just explained.
Okay, so we've got the initial deposit.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And then we've got the stamp duty. What's the equivalent in Dubai?
4%. It's called DLD fees. DLD, Dubai Land Department fees.
Yep. And then the, consultant fees or the solicitor's fees.
That would be local if you choose to appoint one, but you don't really need to appoint a solicitor. I always advise my clients to get your contracts. For your peace of mind, get it reviewed by your own legal advisor.
So will our local conveyancers, solicitors understand that process?
It's just reviewing the contracts in terms and conditions.
Gotcha.
You're not getting them to facilitate any transactions. But any legal advisor would be able to read a contract and explain you the terms and conditions.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to engage a consultant from Dubai to do this?
No.
Okay, that's good to know. Mm-hmm. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. One more thing, in terms of maintaining the property, you would have ongoing maintenance charges, like stratas over here for the apartments, which is usually around 18 to 20 dirham per square feet per year. And on an average apartment size of 750 per square feet, it adds up to around 6,000-7,000 Australian dollars per year. Which is very reasonable. For the townhouses and villas, it drops down. It's only like 4 to 5 dirham per square feet per year. But your townhouses and villas are much bigger than the apartments.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. And so, financing as a foreigner. I think that's sort of the next question. So, we've covered the costs.
Yes.
How do we obtain finance as a foreigner?
Yep. So in Dubai, buying a property works slightly differently. So there are payment plans in Dubai or in UAE where you would, let's say the most common payment plan is 50-50, where 50% you have to pay during construction and 50% on handover. So, and let's say the construction, we are talking about the off-plan properties, right? So construction takes 3 years. So you need to put cash from your own pocket, which is going to be from your pocket in installments over the next 3 years, and then 50% upon handover. That 50% upon handover could be financed from a bank in Dubai. So the 50% that you need during construction, either you would have that as cash, or you can draw on your equity in your current property. Yep, and then you can use that to invest in Dubai if the numbers stack up for you.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Yep. So, for example, you borrow money here at 5%. But your returns in Dubai are upwards of 5%, more than 5%. It would make logical sense for you to draw on equity and invest in Dubai. Because
it's not costing anything. Really.
Yeah, because basically you would be gaining more. For example, if your returns are 8%. And you are putting 5% in the interest repayments at the moment, you will actually be benefited by 3% extra.
Yes.
Year on year.
Correct. Okay. Okay, so effectively, and the financing is done with someone here or overseas?
So we would help you with that.
Okay.
We got mortgage brokers from Dubai, those who would assist,
Yes.
and we got tie-ups with them. So you don't have to shop around and move around. Okay, we are just one-stop shop from buying the property, managing the property, getting you the finances, applying for the visas, and also setting up businesses and everything. We can help you with all that.
Okay. So basically, the intention just needs to be there.
Yes.
Have a little bit of money in the bank.
Yes.
To get started, and away we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Another thing to note is not many people know that you can buy in Dubai with SMSF, self-managed super fund.
This is very interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
And again, similar type of scenario where you've got basically you assist with the financing.
Yes, so there's no finances involved with SMSF when you buy in. Sorry, I'm going to cut that out. Sorry, there are no finances involved in SMSF if you buy with SMSF. But if you got enough money in SMSF, then yes, we can help you get a property under SMSF.
Okay, so there's no financing with SMSF.
There's no financing.
Okay, that's okay. I think we might just cover that off in a little bit more detail in another session. But that's a really good point to note. And so I guess what's the step-by-step process? One, if say for example I was interested in, I had the deposit, and I said, Vish, look, can you please help me? What would the process look like from start to finish?
The process is very simple. All you need to do is just call us, okay? And we will make it happen for you. Within a day or two of you calling us, we can make it all happen.
Yeah.
So there's no complicated process. The first thing is you put a holding deposit of 5% EOI. Okay. Then you get the contracts issued to you via email. You review the contract, you sign the contract, pay balance of the 20% deposit, okay, which is around 15% more, okay, of the total purchase price. Pay your DLD fees, which is 4%. Okay. The 24% is paid. Contracts are signed. The property is yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and all the properties, are they off the plan? Are they completed, or are they a mix of both?
So we got a mix of both, but usually investors love to invest in off-plan properties because those are the properties which actually in Dubai, off-plan properties get you more capital gains.
Okay. Okay.
There are different strategies, and when somebody comes and talk to me one-on-one, then I tend to explain to them a bit more in detail.
And the options based on their circumstances and their strategy and goals.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And what are some of the sort of the time frames if, one was to, are these developments taking, 12 months, 2 years?
Yep. So generally speaking, anything between 2 to 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you got enough time to arrange your funds, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Well, how exciting. And what, I guess I've been hearing a lot of sort of talk around about, some agents being able to, generate 70% returns for their purchases on some of these developments.
Yeah. So, the common saying, the general saying is, if it's too good to be true, run away from it.
Right.
There's no project in Dubai which would get you around 70 to 75% returns year on year. That's just basically attention grabbing and lead generation tactics. Stay away from those people. That's not going to happen. Realistically speaking, I guess some of the very good projects, waterfront projects, can get you up to 20 to 25% return in Dubai. Okay. There are some projects which have seen exponential growth, but nowhere near 70 to 75%. Generally speaking, Dubai property market grows by 6 to 8% in capital appreciation year on year during the off-plan time. However, once a property is delivered and it's a standard property, nothing exclusive to it, 1 to 2% increase. But for waterfront properties, yes, you can have some good capital gains even after the property is delivered. You can looking at up to 10% growth in waterfront.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the maximum sort of total return that one could expect would be up to that 25%, as you mentioned.
Year on year. Yes, that would be the maximum I would be expecting.
Okay,
yes.
So none of this 70, 75%.
No, that's all wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounded very enticing.
Yes.
Very exciting.
That's what those ads are meant to be for.
Yeah. Nice juicy hook, that one, I think. Okay, well, thank you for debunking that one then. And what's I guess if you could highlight the main reason for investing in Dubai, what would it be?
Yeah, I would say if you are I would say a savvy property investor and you got a portfolio in Australia now and you're looking to diversify, currently looking at the entire world property market, I would suggest Dubai because of the potential it holds. And then what is happening in Dubai is totally amazing. Dubai is living in the future at the moment.
Yes.
And it's a very good place to invest and make some good capital gains and have that freedom of having your property earning you good rental returns, which is nowhere near to be seen within Australia at the moment, unfortunately. And the demand is increasing, the population is growing, all the right factors are there for that property to be increasing in the pricing in future.
Yes, right. Okay, fantastic. All right. Well, I think that's covered off a lot of my questions.
Yep.
Primarily for today. Is there anything that you wanted to share with our viewers about Dubai?
I would just tell your viewers that you have got this money, which is hard-earned money, okay? When you are thinking of investing in any market other than Australia, which you don't understand, work with a trusted advisor. Do not just get enticed by these flashy advertisements on social media promising you high returns. That information may not be true. So find your advisor and trust your advisor with that information. If you are looking for a property advisor, those who can suggest something to you in Dubai, you can always call us at 0281248184. We are based in Sydney, in Bella Vista, and we are more than happy to help you out. We do not push people. We do only give them a true and honest advice, and the decision is going to be yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vishal. I think we'll be arranging an appointment after this so I can sit down with you and discuss some more options with my situation. So I'm looking forward to it.
Anytime.
Thanks very much, everybody. And looking forward to having you join us on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.